go. And just go ring. Oh, no. Hello. Welcome. I hope that the air conditioning coming on right now didn't totally mess with the audio. Could you close my door? Hello. Hi. How am I? I'm pretty good. This week has been very busy and lots of changes in the works and new things to be dealt with. Yeah, so as soon as we get to 3 minutes here, I'll probably dive into that. Hello. I wish I could say I could pronounce everyone's names here, but I definitely cannot. I'm curious of where you're watching from. No, they're good changes. I'm not going to say all change is good, but a majority of change is good. And change is necessary because if you become stagnant, you're dead. Philippines, yeah. I know. I think our Philippine viewership for like an average video is about 30 to 40%. Yeah, this is true. Change is good. Don't worry. Change is good. It is just new challenges, which we're about to hit the 3-minute mark, so I'll start talking about it. Hi. Welcome to the live stream. I decided to live stream today for a little bit instead of doing a video because I started to film for today and it felt wrong and like rushed. And I didn't want to put something out there that I didn't think was entertaining at all. Like this weekend is my church's carnival, and whenever the carnival comes up, it reminds me about when we launched Lovely Wolf, because when we launched Lovely Wolf in 2016, that was the first video I posted, was like the stuff that happened at the carnival. So when it came around again, that's what I was thinking about, and I started filming things. And I think I've done a carnival video every time it comes around, so it felt like too repetitive. Like anything I could have filmed just didn't feel right. So I was like, I'm not gonna just force something out there so that I post something. I'd rather put more effort and post something that would actually be interesting. Pennsylvania. Ooh. I've been to Pennsylvania. When I was 12, I went to Pennsylvania. I saw the Hershey factory, and I also went to Amish country and had dinner there. Probably the most fantastic pie I've ever had in my life. And plus, Nadia was not there at the carnival, so everything just, it didn't feel like I should do it. So I was like, we're just gonna live stream instead. I mean, I thought about pushing out a reaction, but I didn't want to do that either. I thought live streaming would be better. But yes, you guys can see Nadia is in the comments right now. So she is also here in spirits. Hello, hello. But yes, Pennsylvania was cool. I mean, I have visited quite a few states on the East Coast because of how close together all the states are. It's so much easier just to take a couple days and blah, 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 blah. Kind of like quite a few countries in Europe. Yeah. I don't know why I said Nadia's here in spirit. That made no sense. She's quite literally here. Suggestion for a reaction. Mm-hmm. Home Free has some great covers. Man of Constant Sorrows. Okay. We live in Southern California, and Nadia is at school. She will be back soon, and I'm excited for when she is, because I don't know how many of you guys saw, but we posted once we reached 19,000 subscribers. We said that, or I announced on like our community page saying that we would be posting every day the month of July. And the reason we waited for July instead of June was because Nadia just isn't done until, I didn't want to start the month of videos without her here. Nadia is very smart. I don't particularly know what her GPA is, but I would not judge her for not knowing what it is, because I definitely didn't know what mine was. And yes, as Nadia said, we're on the road to 20K now, which is super exciting. And that is a large reason why we're doing a month of reactions, because it's, continue to grow. But the changes and challenges that are coming about is more like with my life outside of YouTube. One thing that I did change, or like a new challenge that's come up in relation to YouTube, was me and Nadia are going to be working on getting brand deals. So you might actually see that in the future. I don't know when, I don't know how or who, but it is a possibility at this point. Thank you. I do consider myself relatively smart, but not, I don't know. I'm not one to brag. But I am excited at the prospect of getting brand deals and continuing to do YouTube more and more. I mean, we've been consistent for almost 3 years now, but to be even more dedicated, because we do have lives obviously outside of YouTube, like work, school, and regular social lives. So we have to make sure to leave enough time for everything. But I would like to dedicate more time to YouTube, because it's much more closer to a passion of mine. I was actually talking to two of my friends. I went to breakfast both days this weekend. I had 2 different sets of friends who wanted to go to breakfast to celebrate things. And both times we started talking about passion. And it was so interesting, because my friend on Saturday, we just got to passion. Like, I was talking about reactions that we do on YouTube, and I started just like very strongly talking about how I wish people had more of an open mind about world music. And my friend who I went to breakfast with yesterday is Filipina, and she was like, "Oh, I love when you do Filipino artists reactions." And I was like, "See, this is the thing. I wish more people knew about it, because a lot of times when I talk about world music, people use the excuse that it's not in English, which is, one, ridiculous, but besides the point. For the Filipino artists, almost all their covers or a lot of their songs are in English, so they have no excuse." And I just, oh my God, it was like, I just got on this like rant, but not rant, but kind of rant about music and world music, and how I wish more people kept an open mind about it. And then today at breakfast, I started talking to another one of my friends about world music. And then I got onto the topic of like how cool it would be to just be able to travel and listen to music around the world and film that. Like, sorry, I out of habit looked up right now because my camera is right in front of my computer at the spot it would normally be, and I started talking to it versus talking to you. Yes, I think that would be really cool. And I told her that both travel and music are very big passions in my life, and to be able to combine that and make it a business goal that's most likely the direction I'd like to go in. Yes, it is true that a lot of people here in America turn their heads to even the idea of listening to artists who are not from this country, which is ridiculous. Like, if everyone kept that mindset forever, we wouldn't even have the Beatles or like any. Okay, we're gonna stop there before I keep going. You're right. My brother, Nadia's comment about our brother being the smartest one of our siblings is true. And also, you don't see him because he is stationed in a different state than us. And technically, he's not a part of the Lovely Wolf creators. I keep that for like me and below, because our brother is the oldest. So he has a different life than us. And Nadia's asking, how is Toast? Toast is the breakfast restaurant that I went to this morning. It's not a chain, so it wouldn't be very, I guess, interesting. But I had Eggs Benedict for the first time. Their version, I got their like house version, so there was avocado and bacon involved. And Nadia's talking about a BTS song on the radio where they didn't cut out the raps, which is progress. But I remember the first time I heard it on the radio, they were cutting out the raps. So it was just the chorus with Halsey. It was, programs like World's Best will help expose us to more groups internationally. World's Best. I don't know World's Best. I've never reacted to something off of that program. Or if I have, I did not know I did. Because when I think of like different countries, I think of Wish Bus, and I don't actually know what the show in China is called that I react to quite often. But yes, I definitely will tell him that you guys said hi. I actually can't think of the last time he would have appeared in a video. Like, I'm sure somewhere in the archives there's something, because I've had this channel for quite some time. Before Lovely Wolf, it was Callie Elena Productions, and that's when I was like much younger, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I wasn't doing anything consistently. But if you go back into those, you can see all Lovely Wolf creators much younger, and you can see these like cringy skits and song covers I used to do. Yeah, Nadia's saying the last time my brother would have been in a video was when I filmed my family going to Yosemite, and that seemed like that's probably accurate. I can't think of another time he would have been in it. Oh, including your family shies away from other music? Yeah, we try our best to, even spread it with our family. It's a little difficult. But I feel like they're slowly starting to open up their horizons. I mean, they already have Latin music, like, because we're Mexican, but I want more. But yeah, that's, I got into very strong talks with my friends about how important it is to open your mind to music, because hopefully if you open your mind to music, you'll be okay with taking in other parts of their culture and other traditions, because the world is big but also very small. You can learn so much about different cultures without even going there. And going there would just be like this amazing plus. I have travel plans. Oh, okay, so the Russian singer that Nadia's reacted to, TNT Boys. TNT Boys are so cool. When I saw their Bang Bang like cover, I knew that Jessie J was there, right? So she saw it, but it made me think about like what Ariana Grande's reaction to that would be, or Nicki Minaj. I'm sure it'd be really fun, and maybe they've seen it, but I would love to see like a reaction video of Ariana Grande reacting to TNT Boys covering them, because that was they did phenomenal. Oh. You know, I'm looking at you guys in the comments here. You are not our usual crowd. So I'm glad you guys came. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Katrina, yeah, I think the one Katrina video I reacted to was maybe with Morissette or Julianne San Jose. Both of those fabulous female artists. I don't know if you guys saw, speaking of fabulous female artists, but Fourth Impact put me on their Instagram story this week. It was super cool. I couldn't believe it. They like hashtag reactor of the day, and then they had the link to swipe up to our reaction. And I thought that was super sweet. And Ariana met the TNT Boys already after that. That's so cool. Where's the video? I would love to see her. Like, I actually saw Ariana Grande last month in concert, and I appreciate her very much. I appreciate what she does and her beliefs and her strength, honestly. I can't believe she came back to music after everything that happened with her last tour. And yeah, like, her strength is wild, and her last album was just awesome. I do love Morissette Amon. I actually mentioned her the other day and when in my rants these last 2 days, because I was telling my friends how me and Nadia were watching some award show. I can't remember which one it was, but they were talking about some female artists in America, and they're like, oh, they have the widest range, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm sorry, you should say widest range in America, because there's no way these two can sing above Morissette Amon. Like, you know, it's true. It doesn't look like any of you guys are something completely random. I just totally jumped topics right now in my head. Sorry. The topic I was going to say was, lately we've been getting a lot of comments on Nadia's Russian reactions, asking why she doesn't recognize the Russian language, even though her name is Nadia. We are not Russian in any sense of the word. Yeah, we're not Russian at all. So I vaguely remember the story of how my parents chose Nadia for her name. So maybe one day we'll have her explain it. I know these are some of the things we'll be explaining forever. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of comments, Nadia, about your name and how you don't recognize what's Russian. And it was just so funny to me. Like, I'm not mad about them. And I told my friends, like, we get a lot of comments like that, like, oh, you guys look Filipino, or how come you don't recognize Russian, or anything in that, because we just look very mixed, I guess. That is also true. Christina Grimmie, rest in peace. That, so much. Like, it is wild. The world, wild. Oh. But I am excited for July. I'm so pumped to post every day. It's going to be difficult, but I am ready for the challenge. And I'm also excited because there's, we get a lot of suggestions for a lot of different reactions, and sometimes there's just not enough time or not enough Wednesdays, so to speak. There's only 4 Wednesdays in a month. So if we only keep to reaction Wednesdays, then we can only get through so many at a time. But I even told Nadia that it'd be kind of cool during that month to do like a Dimash week, because there's a lot of Dimash ones that need to be done, and it's been a long time since I've been a part of one. Yeah. And it'll also be fun because Nadia will be home, and then we can start doing reactions together again. And hopefully, I'd really like to live stream more in July. Like, I feel like maybe we live stream once a month, but I'd like to up it a little bit. Meeting TNT boys would be so cool. And yeah, we do get a lot of comments saying to visit the Philippines. You know, one day it might happen. And I think, thank you very much. It is. I consistently can't believe how much love we've received from doing reactions, and I can't believe that we didn't do it before, because honestly, without Reaction Wednesdays, we would not have as much attention and also just not be aware of all this music. And me and Nadia are both very big on music and loving music and everything music. So I really do appreciate all the music you guys suggest. And like I told my friend, I was like, I have yet to react to something that I don't like, because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it must be fake because everything you react to, you have a positive reaction to. And it's like, no, everyone I've reacted to has just been talented. And I recognize that. Like, even if something wasn't like something that I would listen to every day, I can see that it's talent. And so there are positive things to say about it. Like, there's no reason to take it, like, to say negative things if they're talented and deserve compliments. So yes, I do really enjoy reacting and hearing all these really cool artists and seeing all their talents and being able to spread the knowledge that these people exist. And it is getting crazier, and I do appreciate all the love. And if someone had told 16-year-old Camille that she was going to have over 19,000 subscribers one day, she would not believe you. Because it was always something that I thought would be super cool, but I didn't think that I could achieve it. So I am very grateful. And I said a lot of this in that internet person video I did recently, where I always just kind of wanted to be one, but I was afraid to take the chances to be one. And I'm glad that we are doing it. And thankfully, I have my sister behind me to help me. And the rest of my cousins, the other Lovely Wolf creators, are totally fine with being a part of this, because I wouldn't be able to do it without them. And I hope this week we'll be able to have a good reaction for you guys, and I also hope that we'll have some fun video next Sunday. I think my sister comes home this week, or I could be wrong. I don't know. She comes home soon, and I'm excited to film with her again. I have some good ideas that I just need her help to implement. Wednesday. Yeah, Nadia comes home Wednesday. Thank God. It's just easier when she's here. Everything. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Okay. My plan was to do kind of a short one today because I've got lots of stuff to do today. So 25 minutes is pretty good. Yeah, Nadia is my sister. She's the other person who does reactions consistently. We have quite a few creators. It's just the amount of distance, distance plays a big part of this. Thank you. Yes, I am barefaced right now. Yeah, so it's like me, Nadia, Diego, Christopher, Ben, Olivia, and Catalina, or Kat. So there's 7 of us, but 2 of them, Chris and Olivia, are in NorCal, so they only get film time when I'm up there. And also, Christopher doesn't really do a lot of the filming stuff. Like, he'll be a part of vlogs. He's in the end of the year interview, and he's the one who made our logo. He just graduated. I did that video for him, like that sort of thing. And then Diego, Ruben, and Kat, when they're in school and when they don't live with us, obviously, so it's a little bit harder to get them, but they're willing to do videos. Kat said she wants to do a blindfolded taste testing video next, so that'll be fun. And Diego and Ruben, I'm not sure what they want to do, but I think it'd be fun to play some games and some challenges like we did last summer. There's a lot of good ones. Honestly, I might put together a playlist of like all the challenges that we've done, because it's been a while since we've done them, but they're there. They're always there for your entertainment. Home free. Okay. I don't know if it'll be me or Nadia or both of us, but I will go ahead and promise that home free will be the reaction this Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, guys. It's been over 25 minutes. I have stuff to do, but I will see you Wednesday and Sunday. And look forward to it. Bye. Love you.